Now, this is indeed a problem on time and work. Now, usually questions from the chapters of time and work, time, speed, and distance are normally lengthy. So it is obvious that they are not our initial choice to attempt because it will take certain time to read the question itself. However, as I always keep saying, we can't judge the difficulty level of the question based on the size of it. And the problem we have here is a classic example of the same. Now, let me show you how simple and easy this question is to answer. Now, the summary of the question is, Amisha can complete a task in 20 days. Let us assume the work or the task is 20 units. And since Amisha alone can finish this task in 20 days, it means in one day, Amisha will do 1 unit of work. She worked for 4 days, then took a break. So which means work done by Amisha is, for the first 4 days, she did 1 unit per day. And after the break, when she resumed work, there was also a co-worker. And this time, Amisha is working only at half her efficiency. And the work was completed in next 12 days. So the work done by Amisha will be 12 into 1 by 2, which means she has done a total of 20 units. From where we understand that the co-worker has done the remaining 10 units of the work in 12 days. So if this co-worker is working alone to do the entire job, which is 20 units, obviously it will take double the time, which is 24 days. Hence, 24 days is the answer. Let's see the 14th question. The summary of the problem is, there is a chess tournament in which there are 4 groups. Every group has equal number of players. And we have information about the number of matches played by each player. Now, this is a bit confusing, but in actual, once you start putting down numbers, you will realize it's quite simple. Let me assume that each group has n players. Now, I will consider myself as one of the players in a group, and I will see how many matches I will play overall. So first point is I am going to play with every other player in my group. So I have n-1 other players in the group. So I will play n-1 matches. Then I will play with each player from one of the remaining 3 groups exactly twice. So one of the remaining 3 groups, so if I take one group, it has n players. I will play with every one of them twice. So I will play 2n matches. By similar logic, the third statement, I will play with each player belonging to one of the remaining 2 groups exactly 3 times. One of the remaining 2 groups. So in that group, I consider there are n players. With each player, I will play 3 times. So total number of matches is 3n. And in the last group left, I will play 4 times with each player. So total number of matches is 4n. Now, this is where one very important point is that most of the students would have missed on. Now, when you look at these matches, if I consider 2 players A and B, then I am counting the match between A and B 2 times, because I have counted it when A is playing with B and B is playing with A. Hence, the number of unique matches will be whole divided by 2. And remember, guys, this is the number of matches played by one player. And what is the total number of players we have? 4n. So hence, number of matches in the tournament will be 4n into n minus 1 plus 2n plus 3n plus 4n by 2. And it seems this must be more than 1000. Now, if I cancel certain common values and simplify, I get n into 10n minus 1 is greater than 500 by trial and error. Now, suppose if I take n is equal to 5. Now, 5 into 49 is definitely not greater than 500. If I take 10, now 10 into 99 is definitely greater than 500. So the value must be between 5 and 10. Now, if you look at the value of, let's say, 7 or 8 or 9, you will see that n is equal to 8 is the smallest value that satisfies this inequality. Hence, the minimum number of players in each group is 8. Now, let's look at the last question in the short answer section. A problem of time, speed, and distance, a lengthy one. So let's take point by point clearly. The summary of the question is, there are 4 gears. The speed of the 4th gear is 5 times the speed of the first gear. So if I assume the speed of the first gear is x, then the speed of the 4th gear is 5x. Similarly, the time taken to travel a certain distance by the 2nd gear is twice that of the 3rd gear. Now we know when distance is same, speed and time are inversely proportional. So from this statement, I understand the speed of the 3rd gear is twice that of the 2nd gear. Suppose if I assume the speed of the 2nd gear to be y, then the speed of the 3rd gear will be 2y. So this is the first part. The second part is, in a 100-kilometer journey, if Vinita travels equal distances in each of the gears, which means 25 kilometers in each gear, she takes 585 minutes to complete the journey. Now we know time is equal to distance by speed. So 25 kilometers in the first gear, 25 kilometers second gear, third gear, and fourth gear is equal to 585. Now I can take 25 common and I divide on either sides by 25. Then I get 1 by x plus 1 by 5x plus 1 by y plus 1 by 2y is equal to 585 by 25. Or rather, I would say I get 6 by 5x plus 3 by 2y is equal to 117 by 5. As you can see, all the numerators 6, 3, and 117 have 3 as a common factor. So if I cancel it out, we get 2 by 5x plus 1 by 2y is equal to 39 by 5. Now I'll keep it as it is. Let us see what is it we are supposed to find out. Now what we are supposed to find out is the time taken if the distance covered in the first, second, third, fourth gears are 4, 4, 30 to 60. So the time taken will be 4 by x plus 4 by y plus 32 by 2y plus 60 by 5y. Now I can write it as 4 by x plus 12 by 60 by 5x can be simplified as 12 by x. On the other hand, 4 by y plus 32 by 2y, which will become 16 by y. Now this becomes 16 by x plus 20 by y. I can take a 4 common, which will make it 4 by x plus 5 by y. Now, let me try to make certain changes to the earlier equation I got so that I can convert it into the form of 4 by x plus 5 by y. So if I multiply both sides of the equation with 10, then I get 4 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 78. So let me replace 4 by x plus 5 by y with 78 here. So 4 into 78, which is equal to 312 minutes. So this is definitely not one of those easiest questions because there is no a smarter way of doing it is. So we need to take utmost care in identifying or in representing the values, forming the equations, and also bring it to a format where I can replace one equation with the other. Hence, definitely not a question that you should have answered in the first go, but something which is definitely not doable. So let us see you guys again in the MCQ section.